Hello everybody, Mac here. Welcome back to the show. We are into day 14 of the Big Bad Toy Store 25th Anniversary celebration, but we have a little bit more to talk about today besides that. However, that is what is on the tin, so that's what we're going to talk about first. And what we had as far as a silhouette goes for today is this, or was this. And I theorized that this was Mattel WWE figures, the Legion of Doom. I was partially right. It is the Legion of Doom, but they're Major Bendies. I didn't see that coming. I also didn't know Major Bendies were this popular and, quite frankly, this expensive. That this is a 2-pack of Bendy figures for the Legion of Doom, and they are, let's see what it says. Big Rubber Guy Legion of Doom Big Bad Toy Store 25th Anniversary exclusive set of 2 figures. You get Hawk and Animal, obviously, and the armor actually, their ring attire actually comes off. You can take their armor. You can take their football pads off and just get them down to their bare chest. Now, these are Bendy figures, as I said, and this is $99.99. This is a $100 set. I've never collected Major Bendies. I've never looked into Major Bendies or the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. I had no idea the figures were that expensive. So I don't know if this is like, well, yeah, I guess it is, because it looks like some of the figures like Macho Man there is going for $49.99 for a single figure. So yeah, I guess that is their going rate. I had no idea. I honestly didn't know Bendy figures were still like a popular thing. Nothing on the size for them in the description, nothing that I could find. Made of bendable plastic, based on the iconic wrestlers, detailed coloring, removable shoulder pads, Big Bad Toy Store 25th Anniversary exclusive. Although I'm guessing if you collect this line, you know approximately how tall they are, what their scale is. So that was what we had released today for the 25th Anniversary celebration. Now, what we have tomorrow is another silhouette, and it is this. And it is quite obviously some Poison Ivy figure, would be my guess. Now, here's the interesting thing, that normally you could just say it's going to be Poison Ivy, it's going to be probably like, it's going to be a statue. But today, we also had these released from McFarlane Toys, and they're called Todd's Mods. We got 3. We got Batman, Bane, and Swamp Thing. And the proportions on these are like really wonky. These are 4.5-inch scaled statues, made of vinyl, very, very stylized. Like if you take a look at the Batman figure right here, DC Comics, Todd's Mods, Batman, limited edition vinyl figure. Look at the head to hand to feet proportions. Look at the bulk of that chest. Like I said, these are really wonky proportions on these things. If you want to take another look at one, let's, well, like I was going to say, let's take a look at Bane, but Bane is Bane. Like he's on Venom. We've seen him overinflated like that before. Even Swamp Thing here with those huge legs, like just really bizarre proportions. These are all $19.99, $20 each, 4.5-inch tall figures, vinyl statues basically. So I can't help but wonder if this is going to be a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive for the Todd's Mods, and this is going to be like their first female of the line. That would mean Todd would be doing a female figure, and that might be insane. And also it would be really curious to see like the proportions, because like we can see obviously that one piece is just a big vine and she's probably sitting on it. So I'm not saying this is going to be one of those. I just find it interesting that tomorrow is a Poison Ivy statue, and then we get the Todd's Mods. Now, this could also be Iron Studios, because they were the ones that gave us the Masters of the Universe King Grayskull statue. Was that last week? I think it was last week that we got that. So it may be Iron Studios on top of that. We will have to wait and find out tomorrow. Now, a few other things to talk about. That today, of course, we had the pre-orders go up for the newest retro card line for G.I. Joe. I talked about this in the retrospect for New York Comic Con, card and link right here. And we have Rock and Roll, Dr. Mindbender, and the Viper. And I really feel like Mindbender especially is probably going to be a very popular figure. A lot of people missed out on Mindbender the first time around because he was a Comic-Con exclusive. Now he's out there on the retro card. People can add him into their collection if they missed him the first time around. So I suspect Mindbender is going to be very popular. I suspect the Viper is also going to be very popular. One, the original Viper was a Cobra Island exclusive, and maybe not everybody was able to get their hands on that original coloring for the Viper. Two, this is a very classic, very vintage looking Viper. And three, it's an army builder. And you collect G.I. Joe, you kind of love the army builders. Me, like I said, the Vipers have always been okay. For me, it's always been these guys that I really love to army build to fill out my ranks of Cobra. So they are $24.99 to $25.99, depending on where you get them. They're available on Pulse. They can get them at Entertainment Earth. I will leave links to everything in the description below. And the last thing that we're going to take a look at is there were also some Transformers that were released today. Now, I didn't watch the Transformers panel from New York Comic Con, so these snuck up on me, but I'm sure some people were aware that they were going to be coming out. We got four. We got Galvatron, we got Double Punch, we got Hatchet, and we got Skywarp. And the first one I want to talk about is Skywarp. Because of the Seekers, Skywarp has always been my favorite. I loved his attitude, I loved his power in the G1 cartoon, and I really like that just purple and black paint job. This one is a Gamers Edition. It is Transformers War for Cybertron Studio Series Gamer Edition 11 Voyager Class Skywarp. He is $34.99, $35. And he stands in bot mode, looks like about 6.5 inches tall. His vehicle mode is really cool. I really liked those games, the War for Cybertron. And I don't remember the Seekers looking like this in the game. I mean, it's a cool design, but I don't remember the Seeker looking like that. The bot mode looks really cool as well, although the Seekers, it's kind of missing something when they don't have their arm cannons out there like that. Like, I like that big 4-barrel rocket launcher that he's toting, but like without the arm blasters, the null rays, it just doesn't feel right. So that is one of 4 that got released. We also have Hatchet, which I forget which movie he came from. Oh, Dark of the Moon, it says right here. And I think there were 2 of these. I think there was Hatchet and there was another one. But I love the bot mode on these, and I love them in the movie as well, in Dark of the Moon. That's a very animalistic looking bot mode. Like, they just look like they're ready to tear you apart. This is Transformers Dark of the Moon Studio Series 94 Deluxe Class Hatchet. It is $25.99, $26. And yeah, how tall is he? In about 4.5 inches tall, but of course he's also hunched over. And his vehicle mode is this, a police official government SUV with a light bar up top. I forget what they were posing as in the movie, but I remember there was 2 of them, and they were they had infiltrated, like they were posing as like government vehicles, I think. And yeah, I think they went after Leonard Nimoy. I can't remember which prime he was in the movie, because there was he Sentinel? Yeah, he was Sentinel. So yeah, there's that. Then there's this guy, who I have no idea who this guy is, because I did not see Rise of the Beasts. This is Transformers Rise of the Beast Studio Series 115 Deluxe Class Double Punch, $25.99, $26, and he is ugly. And I don't mean ugly as in, oh my God, what is that? I mean ugly as in, this thing looks like a beast. This thing looks like it would just devour you. I love in bot mode how his tail sort of turns into like just this arm slashing weapon right there. And his scorpion mode Yeah, that's Scorpion mode right there. Like, to me, this looks awesome because this is like the Scorpion mode that, like, I think he was basically Scorponok in the first movie that was chasing them through the desert. This very much gives me like the feel of that. That looks very cool. I didn't see Rise of the Beasts. I don't know if this is supposed to be that same Decepticon, but he looks gnarly. He looks really cool. And he is 4.5 inches tall in bot mode as well. And then the last one, if I was a Transformers collector, this is the one that I would be freaking out about. The Transformers, the Movie Studio Series 86-31 Leader Class Galvatron. I loved Galvatron. I loved the idea of Galvatron. I loved Unicron transforming Megatron into Galvatron. I loved, like, in the series after Unicron was destroyed, the whole madness of Galvatron. I love any time that they can pit Galvatron against Megatron. Like, there was that Netflix series where Galvatron came from the future and he was battling Megatron. And then there was also the, what was it? The Power of the Primes series where Unicron came back. He had possessed Rodimus, or he had possessed Hot Rod and became, what was it? Rodimus or something like that. Rodimus Tron, I can't remember, but he was basically evil Rodimus, and Megatron was there, and he called Megatron Galvatron, and when he called Megatron Galvatron, like, everybody that was gathered there, like, just totally lost their, like, they were like, Galvatron, crap, like, Unicron was taking him over again. It was so cool. I love that. But he is, back to this guy, he is $54.99, $55. He stands 8.5 inches tall in bot mode. He has a matrix of leadership that he can wear around his neck. Like, that was just so hardcore in the movie. Like, okay, I can't put it in me, I'm gonna wear it. Based on the Transformers franchise, converts from robot to galactic cannon in 33 steps, leader class premium detail, Galvatron figure, particle beam cannon, 2 side cannons, and the matrix of leadership. And this is his cannon mode. That looks so cool. That looks so cool. The little side cannons that mount on the top, on the sides, look like miniature versions of the ship that Unicron gave him. That looks awesome. Oh man, like, this is what I wished my Galvatron looked like when I was a kid. Because I had Galvatron, he was big and he was clunky. He was a pain in the butt to transform. This dude just looks awesome. So that is what we have for Transformers. As a matter of fact, that is what we have to talk about today. We had Big Bad Toy Store 25th Anniversary Celebration. We had Todd's Mods that maybe tomorrow's Poison Ivy is going to be a part of. We had the retro card release of the G.I. Joe figures that went up for pre-sale, and we have the Transformers that went up for pre-sale today as well. Also, don't forget, I keep forgetting to promote this, don't forget I have started selling off some of my McFarlane Multiverse figures. I have 3 up on eBay right now for sale. The original animated series Harley Quinn, the original Bane Mega figure that came out, and the Platinum Edition of Superman from Action Comics #1. All of them have been opened, but really all of them have just sat on a shelf. I haven't done much with them past that. So that will be linked below as well. Check that out if you're in the market for some old McFarlane DC Multiverse. And we will be back tomorrow to see what's up with Poison Ivy. Don't touch that dial. Before you go, please remember to do all the YouTube things. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you already are a subscriber, what a legend you are. If you like what we do here and you want to help the channel grow, please consider becoming a member, whether through YouTube memberships or our coffee monthly subscription. Links to that in the description below. Both of them for $1 a month, you can get access to exclusive content, such as our monthly member exclusive video. This month is the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Stinger. So until next time, my friends, play well, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, thank you for watching.